the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series 360 Sprint cars at Kokomo tonight. 18 drivers have checked in 16 of them have put down times in the practice session. As on a handful of these guys, Josh Gerlach and John Borster on track, as well as Robbie Schaefer. Robbie Schaefer out here trying to get that one car dialed in. Would like to have a good run tonight here in the 360s. Short little oval ring. Just about 0.3 of a mile long. If you were here with us last night, saw a really good race from Lernerville. Drivers over at DSRL put on a pretty good show for their Monday Night Thunder. Had the season finale the night before for the Hales Corners drivers. Jacob Crawford picked up the championship in that series. Did it by about 45 or 50 points. Tomorrow night, Dominic Santini will be back on the mic. He will have the Dirt Slingers Wednesday Night Warriors series. Well, I guess Robbie Schaefer going to have to dial a different car in now. There will be big block modifieds tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Those guys are at Fairbury tomorrow night. That's round 4 of that series. Be sure you drop by the chat, say hi. Say hi tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who your favorite driver in here is tonight. Got about 2.5, 3 minutes here before we have to go trackside for opening ceremonies. Get ready to kick this thing off. Couple of heat races. And we'll have a 30-lap feature. Everybody kind of winding down seasons. Even in the real world, everybody kind of winding up seasons. Especially on the dirt side up north. Things going to be shutting down within the next week or two, I think, because it's going to start snowing up there pretty quick. I know there's a handful of races down south still. I know we here at DRN slated to be in Lawton, Oklahoma, and then Mesquite, Texas on the 29th and 30th of October. So hopefully we'll have some good shots from there. And Daniel Walker out on track now. 74 machine. Chris Jabot rolling off on the 24 machine there, the Dirt Devil machine. Don't forget, like, shares, and follow us on the Facebook page. If you're over on YouTube or Twitch, hit subscribe. You know, every time we go live. Good there. Things are silent right now. Maybe drivers in the drivers meeting before qualifying. They're going to give us the signal to drop it down to public address here in just a moment. And we will get our national anthem, our invocation out of the way. Come back, see these guys in their qualifying session. Get them set up for their heat races. All right, signal coming through. We are going to send it down trackside and get ready for our invocation and national anthem. Now we'll be back with qualifying.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, coming back just in time to watch these guys roll out for their qualifying session. We'll put our top 10 ticker up here. Get ready to watch these drivers. Watching Anthony DeBarro currently. I'll tell you what, I am missing a couple of guys. Oh, no, Casey Miller's here. Never mind. Didn't think I saw Casey Miller. Let's go and watch the 5-car Casey Miller. This has been Casey's bread and butter, these 360 sprint cars. I am not seeing Gabe Gladfelter, and I am wondering what happened to Gabe. Didn't see him last week in the big blocks, not seeing him this week in the 360s. Don't think we saw him the week before in the 360s, so this will be 3 in a row, and this will really hurt him in points, and he was having a pretty good season. Oh, a little bit of catch fence right there for that 5-car right now. The old jabroni, Nick Chambrone. 11.705 for his qualifying attempt. Nobody else really close. And you're talking over 0.2 of a second. Mustard, 11.92. 11.93 for Gerlach. Jeff Stewart. Jeff Stewart out here at 12. 11.87 for Stewart. Jumps to second on his final lap. Robbie Schaefer on track, about to complete his first timed lap right there. 12.08. We'll move him to 11th. We'll see if he does better here on lap number 2. Turns 1 and 2 did not signify that this was going to be a better lap, but you never know. 8.8 for his. 12.088 for that second lap. So no improvement there. Doesn't look like Bill Coy, Roderick Fitzke, or John Fowler, and I'm surprised if John Fowler doesn't take time. So right now, Chambrone, Stewart, Gerlach, Mustard, Jarrett Watkins, Hondo Longmire, Robert Lynn, Chris Jabot, Casey Miller, Reed Rundle. Rundle finished second in the points over in the Hales Corners group on the Sunday night series, and he has started racing here on Tuesday nights with these guys at PRO, and they're making a pretty good showing. one of the good guys. Hello, Greg. I see you over there on YouTube. The only name I'm not seeing in here, and I don't know why I'm not seeing it. I don't see the other Nick now that Greg brought it up. All right, they're going to spread this out. We are going to get 3 heat races. Going to be small fields in each one. We are going to get down here, and we are going to go through our CGAuto21.com starting lineup onto the pole for Heat 1 in the Buddies Racing Equipment TDC race team number 43. He's out of Oxford, Michigan. His name, Reed Rundle. And on his outside, the Netcode Esports number 2 out of Peoria, Illinois, Robert Lynn. Your second row inside the TMJ Racing number 0. Terry Mustard out of Waverly, Ohio, and on his outside in the A-Treat Dizzy Trucking Dizzy Motorsports number 01 from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, the jabroni Nick Chambrone. On row number 3, and I think this is the final row of this thing. It's the 27 of Anthony DeBarro. You see that red and white machine right there. And then on his outside in the BAR Transport number 63 from Muskegon, Michigan, that is going to be Bill Coy. I see Reed Rundle dropping to the back, and I'm not aware of why, but he must be in trouble. So I don't think Bill Coy made the call for this one, so I think we're going to only have 5 cars in the heat race.
Green flag, green flag.
It's going to be Terry Mustard getting us going here. Mustard quickly to the top side and gained about 7 car lengths over Robert Lynn. Here comes DeBarro. I wondered if the 27 car had anything. Didn't look good in his qualifying attempt, but that is not always an indicator of how well some of these guys run. And DeBarro already challenged for the lead. A little right to left rear tire action right there between your leader and second place. Here comes Chambrone. Up to third, Rundle makes a pass and grabs fourth, and then Robert Lynn hanging on in fifth right now. Nobody closing in on your leader. They get to him at the entry to the corner, but he's just got too much drive off the corners, and he is getting away from DeBarro a little bit again. Chambrone going to the top side, trying to find a little bit of steam. Coming around for 3 to go this time. Good look at Chambrone's car. Almost a battle for the lead on the entry to 1, but I think Mustard able to hold that line. And he is going to have a little something to say about where the exit line is on these corners. Contact again. DeBarro got the car out of shape. Got into the left rear. It slowed up Mustard. That let Chambrone use the top side to get around now. Here comes Nick Chambrone on the top. Does he have enough time to get there? That's the question. Alongside and ahead into turn 3. Can Mustard hang on? Chambrone finds the fence a little bit. That'll put Terry Mustard into the win column for heat race number 1. Chambrone, Rundle, Lynn, DeBarro in that order. I believe our top couple here in each one of these go to that redraw. We'll see that in the feature. As we will get ready to run through the starting lineup for heat number 2. The Full Moon Garage number 10 from Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It's actually the number 1 car. They took the 0 off of it. It's going to be Robbie Schaefer on pole for heat 2. On his outside, 24 car of Chris Jabot. Your second row on the inside. The Netcode Esports number 11 from Eudora, Kansas. Jarrett Watkins. And on his outside, the over-the-wall photography Elves Up Sim Sport number 72 from Milford, Ohio, Jeff Stewart. Third row inside, the Circle Jerks podcast number 74 from Bedford, New Hampshire of Daniel Walker. And sitting to his outside in that green and black number 3 car going to be Roderick Fitzke. Fitzke did not make the call. So once again, 5 cars. Hello, Mr. Nichols. Yeah, I don't see Cohan anywhere, Greg. That's kind of wild. I thought he was the HMFIC here. So
Green, green, green.
He's got help. I know he does. They're good guys. Green flag out for heat race number 2. Schaefer right through the middle. Has the advantage over Watkins. Watkins went middle in 1 and 2, top side in 3 and 4. Now stays top side. Past Jeffrey Stewart. Around Chris Jabot, takes over third. Jabot tried to get it back. I just don't think he's got enough. Too much momentum off the top side. This is going to become a pretty top-dominant track for just a little bit here till that top starts to burn away, maybe by feature time. Watkins and Schaefer going at it. Schaefer's got the middle. Watkins got the top. Watkins, new leader that time by. Watkins trying to get the drive off the exit of the corners from the top side. I don't know if getting it that sideways on those exits is beneficial, but he seems to be hanging on. Schaefer still in second. Stewart now has third away from Jabot. Jabot falling back. And then Daniel Walker about the same distance back from Jabot. So the top side is starting to get a little slick, but right up by the fence there's just a strip. About 1 tire width wide. These guys just set that right rear tire in. And Watkins really trying to do it on a white flag lap. He'll come out of 4. He's going to win heat 2. Schaefer second. Then Jeff Stewart, Chris Jabot, and Daniel Walker. So 2 down. And 1 to go. Going to be the long lane racing number 19 from York Haven, Pennsylvania, of Corbin Hutchison on the pole, and on his outside, another long lane racing machine. He's also out of York Haven, Pennsylvania. He drives the 5 car, Casey the second row inside, the Goon Motorsports number 43 from Houston, Texas, of Hondo Longbar. And on his outside, the AlwaysRaceDay.com Netcode Esports number 71 from Bondurant, Iowa, Josh Gerlach. Your third and final row, the Pretend Racing Online Dizzy Motorsports number 86 from Faribault, Minnesota, John Borst. And sitting on his outside, the Dirty Monkey Motorsports number 5 from Chesapeake Beach, Maryland, of John Fowler. All 6 cars making the call for this one. Final heat race, and we will move on to our warm-up session in our feature. Drivers picking up the pace just a little bit down the backstretch, getting ready to cut them loose here in turn 3.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Hutchison able for the moment to jump out on Miller, but I don't think that's going to last for very long. Miller going straight to the top side, trying to find the momentum. Keep that right rear up there in the sticky stuff. There's the drive off the exit of the corner, gets him right alongside. Now he has the lead into turns 3 and 4. And Casey Miller going to lead lap 2 after Hutchison led lap number 1. Gerlach now going to the top side. He's going to challenge for a spot. Trying to get second away from Hutchison. Might have it out of 2. Looks like he's going to stretch it out to about 2.5, 3 car lengths. Saw a pass back here. Borst went around off the exit of 2, past Fowler and Longmire. He's got 4th. Fowler is 5th, and Longmire sitting in 6th. Casey Miller got the front on lap number 2. Hasn't looked back since. 3 to go this time. Yeah, looked like Gerlach got a little out of shape right there in the middle of 1. It may have cost him a shot at getting the drive off of 2 to pull alongside. Maybe challenge for the win. 2 to go that time. Miller having his way now. Got a little bit of a gap. Plenty of breathing room. White flag in the air. He's got big time gap on Gerlach. Just keep stretching it out down the back stretch each and every time. That time Gerlach got close, but it wasn't enough, and it was too late anyway. So Miller wins Heat 3. Gerlach is second. Then Hutchison, Borst, Longmire, and Fowler. Heat racing action in the books. Drivers will get ready for the warm-up session. Everybody made it to our feature tonight. We're going to let these guys roll out. And while they're burning the track in just a little bit, we'll pay a couple of bills. All right, big thank you to those guys for helping keep us on the air. Something else you guys should check out. It doesn't matter if you got an iPhone or you have an Android, you need to check out Racer Supply. Download the app. If you're a real racer, it's a great tool to have. They have links to a lot of sale items. They cover a lot of territory with that thing. And those guys put a lot of time into developing that app. Racer Supply over there. Go to your app store, search for it, download it, install it, check it out. Just a couple of minutes left into this warm-up session. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Dirt Slingers, Wednesday Night Wars, Big Block Modifieds. Fairbury will be the scene of the crime tomorrow night. Drivers vying for an awesome piece of hardware at the end of the season. That whole thing presented by Grand Garage out of Enid, Oklahoma. Tune in, check those guys out. Some great drivers in that series. Very, very high-level talent into that series. And I know I saw him in chat. I don't know if Tim's still watching, but a big shout out to Tim Nichols over at Tim the Sims. Been a long time supporter of the Dirt Racing Network. Good friend. I get to talk to him multiple times a week. I tell you what, I don't know who all is watching, but if you are not an iRacing member and you wish to be, you will reach out to me via the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page. Send us a private message. I will hook you up with 3 free months of the basic content from iRacing. That is courtesy of our friends over at Tim Sims. But you have to be a non-member, have a valid email address, and when I give you the code, you can download the service. Use that code to get 3 free months of all the basic subscription material. There's a lot of basic subscription material in there. You decide you like it, you get to renew. That you have to pay for, unfortunately, but you can renew. You can purchase the content that you like or want. And maybe we can see you too right out here running in one of these series. And I see Bearded Snuggles over there. Well, get good, man. Do it. Very good. Keep improving. You can join in with these guys. All right, feature time. $19 scheduled. I don't know that we're going to have that many. Probably going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 18. And this will not be the official starting lineup, but this is how they're going to roll off on the grid. They will do their redraw, and we will jump in and see who does what on that first lap. But it's scheduled to be Mustard on the pole with Watkins on his outside. And then Miller and Chambrone in row 2. Row 3, Schaefer and Gerlach. Rundle and Stewart in row 4. Hutchison and Lynn in row 5. Row 6, Jabot and Borst. DeBarro and Walker in row 7. Longmire and Cohan in row 8. There's Nick Cohan. Man, I didn't see him at all in heat races. Fitzke and Fowler in row number 9. And Bill Coy has not made that call, so I think only 18 cars going to roll off here. Hover round car. Only for you, Dave. We're only going to put one together for the Flying Fossil. They'll even have a special place for you to dispose of your used pins, sir. That is a horrifying thought. All right, pace truck's going to drop off. We're going to get the green flag. These guys have one lap to get the redraw cars put back into their positions. Normally it's 3 per heat, but since they had multiple three plus heats tonight, I don't know if they're going to just do 6 cars or they're going to do all 9 like they normally do. I do not see much in the way of a shuffle going on here. I have a sneaking suspicion we went heads up. The lineup's the lineup. We're going green out of turn. No, I do not want your old ones. Oh, my God. That's an even more horrifying thought. But we are about to cut the green flag loose right here. Down to the front stretch, under green for the first time. 30 green flag laps scheduled for this one. Out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Terry Mustard Jr., the 0 car. Going to pick that honor up. Behind that, Gerlach battling for second in front of Watkins now. Watkins on the top side. Gerlach going after Mustard already. The battle for the lead heating up. Gerlach down on the inside. Mustard went right through the slick. Gerlach leads that lap. So 3 in the books, and the bottom looks to be the spot as Gerlach's really making it work down there. Got the whole car down in the tacky stuff, getting good drive on his exit, starting to pull away from these guys a little bit. Mustard and Watkins. Here comes Chambrone around the top. You know the Jabroni's going to rip the lip. See that 01 car up there at a lot of tracks. Trying to make a bid for third. Looks like he's going to have it over Watkins when they come out of 3 and 4. Good drive off the corner right there. Look from the back stretch here. You can watch Chambrone right up against the fence. Can only see about a third of that car. The wing, and that's about it above the fence line right there. Reed Rundle now working the middle of the track, trying to get around Watkins. Watkins was out of shape. Casey Miller right to the inside there. He is going to have 4th. Rundle's got 5th. Watkins has 6th. Now up to 5th as he bumps the wall going into turns 1 and 2. Jeff Stewart, that 72 car right in behind that. Now to 3 and 4. Contact between DeBarro and Watkins. How those 2 cars got together, I'm not sure, because DeBarro came off the bottom. Watkins was way up high. Now 3 wide, Schaefer, Watkins, and Stewart. DeBarro now the 3 wide car on the bottom. These guys really starting to get at each other. Go up here, check Casey Miller out. He has been a podium driver in each of the first 3 races in the series. All car out of shape. That's the 19 car of Hutchison, and let's go see what happened to Hutchison here. This is the previous lap. Looks okay there. Gets the car down into 3 and 4. Uh-oh. Yep. It started to bite and turned left, and then he kind of lost it, came back across the track, and Casey Miller was there. Don't know how much damage is done to Miller's car. Hondo Longmire on track. He's close to the front here, but he is showing a lap down. And what we're getting is Gerlach, Chambrone, Mustard, Miller, Navarro, Stewart, Rundle, Watkins, Jabot, and Schaefer, your top 10 currently. Almost halfway, about 2 laps shy of halfway. I don't know why you'd even say that to me, Dave. That was just mind-altering at that moment. Green flag back in the air. Gerlach still has the lead back here, looking 5th and 6th. It looked like they were going to go side by side right there. And I'll tell you what, Navarro got into Miller coming out of 4 right there. Got around him after the contact. Now he's trying to stay on the bottom. Miller's going to go to the top side. I'm not sure who's got the advantage here. It doesn't look like either driver has a big advantage right now. Miller hasn't missed the podium in each of the first 3 360 races in the series. Well, he is trying to keep that string alive. The defending champion from last season. Now having a little bit of a struggle here, trying to get back around DeBarro. Jeff Stewart up here trying to work on Mustard. May have it out of 2 this time if he can keep it facing forward. He does so, moves Stewart up to 3rd. Chambrone now trying to put some pressure on Gerlach. These two about a straightaway behind. Fowler and Longmire. Inside 10 to go. Fowler out of shape out of 4. That's going to slow him down. Give Longmire clear track. And that makes it the same set of corners now for your leaders, with your lap cars at the back of the field. Oh, Fowler out of shape. Going to move it to the inside. Keeps it going. Gets out of the leader's way. Fowler, your first car to go a lap down under green. Chambrone now trying to take the lead. He's gotten it out of 4 with 7 laps to go. Nick Chambrone. Into 3 and 4. We're on the top side. Caution. That'll save Longmire. Chris Jabot backwards here on the front stretch. Let's see if we can see what happened to Chris. Right there around Fitzke. Looks like he is kind of on his own. Oh, right rear is going to catch the fence. Yep, that's what happened. The car crawls the fence. Spins it around. With company coming, that is never going to be a good thing. He had Robert Lynn right in front of him before that happened, but I think that was all just 24 car on that one. So, Chambrone, Gerlach, Stewart, Mustard, DeBarro, Miller, Schaefer, Watkins, Rundle, and Cohan. And Nick made it in. I don't know where he came from, but he made it in there. All right, pace truck in. 6 laps remaining. Chambrone back on the throttle, green flag in the air. He is going to get a good jump. Gerlach did not get going very well, and he slides the car around in 1 and 2, loses a bunch of ground. He's going to have to go top shelf and hope Chambrone makes a mistake. Jeff Stewart now Around Mustard, he grabs third. Here comes DeBarro, Schaefer, Watkins, all right there together. Oh, Schaefer found the fence. That might have done some damage to the one car, so he is going to fall all the way back to 7th. We're going to go to the front. Chambrone is gone. 15 car lengths, maybe more. Stewart, though, has caught Gerlach. 2 to go signal from the starter stand right there. And we'll see if Jeff Stewart is going to put the old slide job in there. Can't do it when you bump the fence like that. That opens the gap. White flag in the air one more time for everybody. Now Stewart trying to get the momentum back. See if he can make a run down the backstretch. Maybe a slider in 3 and 4. Here it comes. Don't think he's going to get it there. Chambrone wins it. Gerlach is second. Stewart is third. Mustard and DeBarro going to wrap out the top 5. So we'll get the winner down to the podium. Second and third, we'll bracket him in right here. Frustrates me when these guys want to put their car in a picture they don't belong. So we're going to do it like this. Unfortunately, we have to leave them like that. And we're going to grab our drivers up. Get them up here in the booth with us if we can. Trying to find them all. Just waiting for Mr. Stewart to make his way in. Oh, he's there. So let's get him in the waiting room as well. And let's get Jeff in here. Jeff Stewart, you got a copy?
What's going on, Roger?
Well, I was watching the 72 car come forward and get himself on a podium tonight, man. How was the feature out there?
It was a lot of fun. Real tricky. Run around the top. There was pretty slick there, but man, I started getting moving there towards the last half of the race.
Yeah, we noticed later in the race there that you were starting to come forward. Might have had a shot at second, but a little bump into the fence, just a little driver focus loss right there.
Yeah, I think it was coming out of 2. I bumped the fence a little bit, and it just kind of killed my momentum, and I didn't want to throw something goofy on Josh and take him out, so I just kind of gathered it up and kept her going, kept her out of the wall, and just finished her off in 3rd.
Well, you know what happens when you wear that catch fence apparel, right? You end up in the catch fence.
That's part of the game, I guess. Good advertisement, at least.
Great advertisement. That's right, man. Well, a fantastic run tonight. One of the better runs that we've seen the 72 car have recently. So big congratulations on that. I'm sure you got plenty of guys you want to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that was up, and everybody puts this league on a pro. You for putting it on, and Dirt Racing Network. Catch Fence Apparel, BS Air, Hergot Real Estate, Rivco Indy, and Flow Racing. If you go to the Elbows Up Facebook page, you can click on the link there, and it helps us out and helps sim racing and get all the kinds of content from Flow Racing.
All right, man. Well, fantastic night. Congratulations on a great run again, and we look forward to seeing you either later in this week or early next week.
Appreciate it, Roger. Thank you.
Your third place driver tonight, Jeff Stewart. Move on here and talk to Josh. Josh Gerlach, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
Well, we're getting to talk to you a little more frequently, man. The 71 car looking pretty good. You run second here tonight. Tell us about your run in the feature.
Yeah, I like this getting to visit you after the races. We need to keep it up. Beginning half, I guess, of the race was great. The bottom was really rolling there for me, and I think I had a pretty decent lead and did not want to see the caution come out because, like I said, I felt like I had a nice cushion back to whoever was in second at that point. But I could kind of hear once we got back going and I tried the bottom out again, I could hear it turned out to be Nick, ripping the lip up there, and I knew he was going to be tough. He normally is pretty good once these tracks get real slicked out, and tried what I could to roll the bottom, and it was gone. So had to plant it at the fence and hope I could hold on to it.
Well, still a fantastic run, and more and more seeing the 71 on the podium. That's going to be great for your point situation.
Yeah, I think so. Had to miss last week due to some unfortunate stuff, but we do get a drop week, so I think keep everything clean. Thankfully, I've been able to keep it clean every race so far this season, so that's really been good for the points. But I think once the drops factor in there, should be able to be in contention for the chase if keep it clean. But yeah, we'll see how it goes the rest of the way here.
All right, man. Awesome run tonight. Who's on the car helping you out?
Yeah, I just want to thank alwaysraceday.com, netcodeshop.com, all the boys over at Dizzy Motorsports. Especially shout out to Nick. He kicked our butts tonight. I think Ant had a pretty good run from way in the back too. So pretty good showing for the boys at Dizzy. And thanks again for you putting this great broadcast on. I can't wait to go back and watch it tomorrow. And everybody at Pro that makes this possible, Nick, John, and everybody that shows up every week. It's a blast.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to talking to you maybe next week.
Hope so. Thanks, Roger.
Josh Gerlach, your second place driver tonight. Let's move on to our winner. This guy's starting to spend just about as much time up here at the end of the night as Gerlach is. Nick, you around, buddy?
I am here, Roger.
Well, you did it again, man. You brought that 01 car to the front. This time you put it on top of the podium. Tell us what was going on out there in the feature and how you were able to pass all those guys and pick up the win.
What was going on was I was putting the right rear on the wall and ripping it as hard as I could.
Well, we saw that. We didn't see a whole lot of mistakes out of you. This place is pretty tricky. How thin was that? And we're going to call it a cushion just because we don't have another term for it. But how thin was the cushion up there tonight?
It was getting pretty thin. It was definitely tricky. It was before we do these 360s, you run a 305, just kind of junior series, and when we did that one, I stuck it on the top to get comfortable up there, and then the whole practice, as soon as the track got worn out a little bit, I knew if I could stick my right rear on the wall, that I was able to pick up some spots in the races. So. Like you said, it's tricky up there, and I figured, if I could master that, I'll be able to sneak around guys, and it worked out well for me.
Well, an awesome run, a win in the books for the 01 car, man. Who helps you out each and every week make that hot rod go fast?
Yeah, the first one I'd like to thank is my lovely girlfriend, Caitlin. She was looking for something to watch tonight. I sent her a link to the Dirt Racing Network, and she tuned in, and she tunes in for a lot of my races on here, so I really appreciate that. I'd also like to give a shout out to all the guys at Dizzy Motorsports. We had a great battle there with Josh tonight, and Anthony had a real good run too. So I want to thank all those guys. Special shout out to Pretend Racing Online. John has a great league here. If anybody's looking for a fun league to race, just come and sign up. And especially Chamois Shine Car Washes. They have the cleanest, squeakiest cars in the business after you roll through the Chamois Shine Car Wash.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win again, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here in the big blocks next week.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Appreciate all you do, and I want to give a special shout-out to Anthony DeBarro for sponsoring tonight's race. See you next week.
All right. You're a winner tonight. The old jabroni himself, Nick Chambrone. Take a look at our official results. Chambrone wins it. Gerlach was second, and Stewart was third. And then Terry Mustard, good run for him. Started up front, kept that thing in the top five all night long. He comes home in fourth. Anthony DeBarro with a great run through the field, comes home fifth tonight. Jared Watkins in sixth. Robbie Schaefer was seventh. Nick Cohan started, shotgun on the field tonight. And he brings that 21 car home eighth after missing all the heat races. Had to start in the back, but a good run for him. Reed Rundle was ninth. Robert Lynn 10th. Daniel Walker 11th. 12th to John Borst. Roderick Fitzke in 13th. John Fowler 14th. Hondo Longmire was 15th. Casey Miller 16th. Chris Jabot 17th. 18th to Corbin Hutchison. And Bill Coy with a DNS tonight. Another great week of racing. Wrong button. Another great week of racing in for the PRO, guys. They will be back here at Kokomo next week with the big blocks. That should be a fun race to watch. The big block modifieds, those big heavy cars. I know I enjoy driving them here most of the time when we come. It's a fun little track. You get to run 2 lanes here. If you're good on the wall, you can go fast. And if you're really smooth on the bottom, really patient with your throttle, you can be just as quick at certain times, and you just need everything to kind of fall in your favor to win one off the bottom. But a lot of fun. So we'll see these guys back here next week for that. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to tune in. Big blocks at Fairbury, American Legion Speedway. Dominic Santino will have the call right back here at Fort Dirt Slingers Wednesday Night Warriors, presented by Grand Garage out of Enid, Oklahoma. Check that out, and then we'll be back. We will be off on Sunday. I know Dominic has a new series that's going to be starting, and hopefully he will post all that information for everybody on the Dirt Racing Network page pretty soon. I am not really following what he has got set up, but I know that I saw a confirmation of a contract for him to start. I want to say it's called the MassCar, and it's a dirt series. We'll try to get some more information up for you. I'll get with Dominic and have him post that. But I think that is a Sunday night series starting sometime next month or the 1st of November. So we'll be off on Sundays for a little bit, but Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays going to stay the same. Hopefully the Thursday night series will be coming back here pretty quick. As soon as we get some information from the sponsor on that deal, we'll let you know when that's going to go. But we appreciate you guys tuning in each and every time you do. We know you can tune in and watch this stuff all over the place now, but you choose to watch it here. So we thank you very much for that. For myself and Dominic Santino at the Dirt Racing Network, we want to tell you guys, keep it dirty until we see you the next time. Good night.